Hello, precious friends. Is it from Setster's Lab? Just came back from town and the charity shops. And now I am here in my little studio and I am trying to get all my latest stuff to find a place for it. I have no idea. I am losing total control over this room and all my stuff and all my charity shop finds and all my gratitude journals I'm busy with. Wait, I'm gonna try and quickly show you. So this is now my little room. I am standing in the middle. So it is very, very small. So there you can see my desk. I told you, I need to scratch myself an opening there if I want to create something. And I do that because this is my latest gratitude journal that I'm busy with. There is a larger one that I am busy with. These are my small ones I'm busy with. And there you can see more little ones. So there's my sewing machine that I use. All my paints, my papers. There are all my dyed, eco-dyed, and not eco-dyed, ordinary fabrics, cloths there. I have started putting them in things. I've lost all hope there. I now need to start all over again. So I'm just now, everything is now there. This is my cupboard full to the brim with all my other cloths. There on top you can see more stuff. I'm actually getting embarrassed. Oh well, tell me if you're a creative person that you're, oh gosh, don't tell me. Okay, so there is a beautiful, you cannot see it, a beautiful couch that I inherited from my mother, and that is now full to the brim with boxes. Remember my beautiful vintage papers, more papers, finished things, more stuff. There I have my books, papers. There you can see the jelly plate. There's my bag full of paints, more bags of paints on the floor, paintings that hasn't found their homes yet, and me in the middle, me in the middle. And then I go into town, do the charity shops, and guess what? A friend of mine, Maria, from Australia, Whimsical Garden is her name on Instagram, and they call these charity shop thingies pop shops. And I thought, pop-ups, whatever. She said, no, it's for possibility. I say, my goodness, that is the best thing I've ever heard. So the minute I walk into a charity shop, as we call it, the possibilities are just overwhelming. And as I said, I really try to just limit myself. But, you know, as I told you, let's say 6 months ago, I really only did painting, you know, acrylic painter. That was what I was for many years, 10, 15 years. Then I started painting on papers and stuff, and inks and watercolors. So my stuff started to grow. And I remember about 3 years ago, I went on this art course. And this one woman was there, and she said, let me tell you, your whole life is going to explode, and you are going to buy so many art supplies after this, because you're going to try so many new things. And I said, I thought, rubbish, no, that's not me. I'm going to stick to my thing. Well, famous last words. Look at me now. And I really, really, really are not going to go bigger than my little studio. This is it. What I don't know if I'm going to hang the things from the rafters, but I am not going bigger than this. This is it. I will have to sort myself out. Really, I don't know how. Remember when we were young, we had the desks, and then on the desks, we take some bricks, and then you put bricks on the side, and then you put a piece of wood, a plank over that. And that is how you made your shelves. So I am really there. I am there where I am now going to make shelves for me on my desk. Because really I desperately need more shelves. And my one son close to Cape Town, he is now coming the end of this month to visit. And I told him, please, please, Sonny, please, just take some of these things in my house that I inherited. Just some stuff that you can use in your house. You can take half of all my stuff in my house, my cupboards and my chairs and my things, tables and name it, little tables and things that I've inherited, and you will not even, I won't even miss anything in my house. Please just take some of my erfgoedjies. Is that what you call it? I don't, inheritance, things that I've inherited. We call it in Afrikaans erfgoed. You inherited things. So my erfgoedjies really now needs to go. I need place for my art supplies now. So I really hope this couch is going home with him. I'm going to try very hard, but you know, the kids, you know, I was like that too. We all have our ideas. So I honor his ideas, but I really, really hope he will take a couple of my things, because then I can put some shelves in there, or stuff that I can just pack my things on. Okay, I was not planning to tell you all of this. I was actually only going to show you my charity shop finds, because I need to pack them away, and if I do that, then I'll forget, and I want to show you. So the first thing I did buy that I really, really, really do not need is this beautiful sugar bowl for $1. But it was too beautiful to not buy. It was $1. And I thought, this is something that I will eat my ice cream out of. or that I can put after dinner mints in, as if I ever do after dinner mints, but you know what I mean. So I will definitely use this to eat out of my ice cream or my pudding, or because these things that I now buy I use, so I'm going to use this. But isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? So yes, I didn't really need that, but I couldn't let it go. And then once again, remember, I am going to visit my kids in Thailand, and I need to take gifts with. So I am planning, because all our kids got friends, and I usually take little paintings or things as gifts. So this time I'm going to take some small little gratitude journals, just very small. And in that, I'm stepping on things here, little beads. And in those journals, every time I bless someone with a journal, or someone picks up a journal of mine and look through it, when they get to the little serviette or handkerchief, whatever you call it, they stop in their tracks and they just look and they just feel, and it touches them. So in each and every one of that little journals that I'm going to make for a gift, I will put a little handkerchief in. Now today at our first charity shop, I found these beautiful, I think it's handkerchiefs, or I don't know if it's serviettes, whatever it is. Isn't this the most beautiful, beautiful things? Look at that embroidery. It's crazy. And it's so thin, and it's so beautiful. And it was 5 rand each. So I bought, there was three in the one packet, so 3 of the same ones for 15 rand, call it less than $1. So then this is the other one, also a pack of 3. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, really, can you imagine receiving a small little book? Let me show you this one, if I can get there. So a while back, you must have seen this. I made these little books things, used my paper, handmade paper, a little doily in, and then there is just some papers. So this is what I am planning to take. Things like this, little books like this. There you can see that you can lift this up and then you can write. So it's going to be lots of open pages, but then there's going to be 1 or 2 envelopes, a little serviette, and some hand-dyed, coffee-dyed papers, whatever makes me happy. I am real South African things. I will then put in my little book. This one, I'm just using that to cover it up. So this is my idea, you see. So when I saw these little things, I realized, whoa, this is going to work. And so I bought 3 of these and 3 of these. And then there were 2 others. They didn't have anything on it, but that was 2 rand 50 each. It was 5 rand for 2. So I couldn't leave this. This I can dye. This I can do with whatever I want. So this was the first charity shop. Now, I cannot think of that. Oh! And as we were standing to pay, my eye caught something. A very, very old Webster's Complete Reference Dictionary and Encyclopedia. I couldn't believe my eyes. It is absolutely gorgeous, very old, and very glad for me that the things are starting to fall out, the pages, because it would have been very difficult for me to tear the pages out. But guess what? They're already loose. So I can just tear them up. I'll use the ones that's falling out. But isn't this just the most beautiful thing? So she didn't even price it yet. So I really could not let it go. So I got this for 50 Rand. $2. I mean, really, I got this for $2. So now I need to find a space for this in my house. So that was what I found at the first charity shop. Then we went to we only went to 2 today. So then we went to the second one. And first of all, I always walk around the kitchen area, the pots and the pans and these type of things, you know. There wasn't anything that I saw. And then haberdashery. Oh yes, then I go to the haberdashery and I started to scratch. I'm like a chicken. I'm starting to scratch. And I saw these 2 boxes. Who can you remember these boxes? When we went to those old shops when I was a kid, that were the boxes that all the haberdashery things were in, and they would be under the counter and they would take it out, and then you can look in it if you wanted embroidery, needles, whatever. So I saw the 2 boxes, and as I was scratching through there, I decided, let me just use one of these boxes and fill it up, put my things that I want in. And after I filled one up, I've now had my stuff, so I was satisfied. And I thought, but this is a very nice box. Really, really, these are very, very beautiful, very old, very strong. Let's take the other one. When I got to the till, the person said 10 Rand, and I said, okay, fine. I don't know, I cannot remember what I said. If I said 50 Rand for both the boxes and this, because there's a lot of stuff in here. And I made the price. And I thought, $2.50 for all of these. That's a very good price. So I got all of this, but I want to show you. So this is just ordinary embroidery yarn. I don't have lots of color, so I thought, okay, that will work nicely. Then I saw this. Oh my goodness, isn't this so beautiful? So I decided this will look fantastic in my little gratitude journals, in a little piece of that, in a journal with a serviette. It's gonna look gorgeous. So there was even some bling bling, some silver. I thought that can also go. That can do work very nicely. Then it's like a thing, it's bling bling, a little bling bling, I love it. So I can use that too. The more doilies that I'm gonna tea dye. So that's great. But look what I found, a broken one. But isn't this gorgeous? I'm gonna cut it and just glue it inside my little books because it's so old, it's yellowish, it's, you know, and it's gonna look beautiful. So I put that in. This was the first thing I saw, really a beautiful, beautiful tray cloth. But I thought at first, you know what, it will look beautiful, those coffee dyed papers of mine where you put this onto the paper and throw the coffee on, dilute it in the coffee and then let the paper dry. You know, these, there they go. These papers of mine. I thought this can work beautiful for that. But as I looked at it, I will do it definitely. Because then you sommer, that's the way we talk. Then you sommer, dye it while you are doing the coffee or the tea dyeing. And then you dye the papers and you dye this, that's simultaneously. So I will do that. I just got two little ones again, colors that I always use. I even just took this, that was also in one of the boxes. Very old, you know, my old paper, so I loved that. Then, it was just little things. You know, these little round things that you can use, a little thing that you know, it's really just things like that. Then I found this and I thought, you know, I can use this. I actually made Zana, my little grandchild, a skirt years back where you cut these things in this strips. You actually use these and then you just tie them around a, oh, that was cute, a elastic. The elastic is as wide as the body, the little body, and then you just cut different colors of these and you really just fold it, make knots, and then it forms the beautiful little skirt. So I thought, you know what, even if I don't use this in my books, I can also dye them, tea dye, coffee dye, whatever, get a different color. Then it was now just some elastic, and once again one of these that I love to eco dye. So they come out very, very rusty looking, and it's cotton. So I can use them in my books and in my slow stitching and all my things. So this is, I love to dye these and then to use them. And that's about it. It was just this little denim thing. And I even saw this and I just filled and this is beautiful color of rice, of thin paper. And then I got these things in here. It is gorgeous. I have no idea what it is, but let me tell you, I'll be able to use them. So that was the haberdashery. Oh, and I got a little stamp, and 3, but they are now down under at my kitchen because I needed to wash them because the ink one fell over and the ink was red ink. That's why I'm red. Was all over the place. The stamp ink. So that the ink just got into many, I cannot tell you how many of these little things, large ones, smaller ones, was also in there, plus many of this. A whole ice cream tub, 2 liters, filled with this. Look how beautiful they are holding my signatures together. So a whole ice cream bag, tub filled with those black things, and then different sizes of this, and the 3 inks, and a stamp. I don't know what's on the stamp is season's greetings or whatever. I don't care. I just stamp it over each one another. So it's not about the actual words. It's just about words. And but this I'm not going to tell you now. I saw the most wonderful thing in the one coffee shop that we went to in Jeffreys Bay, and I want to make something similar. So this is why I bought this beautiful book for the cover. It's one of these Reader's Digest books, but I bought it for the cover. I want to create something using the cover. And then I just bought this very old dictionary again, but look at the pages. And I just love using these old pages with my white stenciling on. I love it. So I've got one, but then I saw, and I actually want to take all these pages out, or lots of them, and then make a very old journal, because that is so beautiful. I want to keep the outside, and I love that. So I will just have to take out many pages, then replace them with signatures. You can see it's really little signatures in there, so I can take that out. But that's something for another day. So thank you that I can share my finds with you. And as I said, that I can share my creative journey with you. Oh, and I want to end this with reading something. So I immediately wrote it in my latest, I'm busy with this gratitude journal now. And this morning I was just putting that on. Look how nicely this closes up. Oopsie, there, you just, voila. And I love that idea, so I've got it. Because, as I said, it is overflowing. I don't have breaks. They call, in Afrikaans, we say, ek het nie brieke nie. Means I don't have breaks. I don't know when to stop. I just go and follow my excitement. Now listen to this. Blessed are the weird people, the poets, the misfits, the writers, the mystics, painters, troubadours, for they teach us to see the world through different eyes. They remind us that to be human is not to conform, but to create. Isn't that the most beautiful? As I came home and I was just taking a nap, actually just on my bed reading, this came up, and I just came alive. I was so blessed to read this and to realize We're not crazy. We're just seeing the world through different eyes. And through us, the misfits, we remind the rest that to be human is not to conform, but to create. Oh, well, there you have it. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab. Thank you that I can share my journey, just letting you know that you are not crazy. You are just creative. And your job is just to show the rest that to be human is not to conform, but to create. To create what? Your beautiful life. Each of us are different. Each one of us is unique. Each one of us has a specific purpose, whatever it may be. But just to be you. That's our unique purpose. And I think that's the gift to me of getting older, is to move more and stronger in my gift of being uniquely me. And so many of my friends never got here because they either moved on when they were younger and never got to this age. So what a blessing to be able to be this, call it age, maturity, whatever, because I'm getting more and more mature in being me, uniquely me. And that is why I came here, to find out who I am, what makes me happy, and just to be me. And love you lots. So never, ever, ever, ever let anyone make you feel redundant, not good enough, old. You know, the more older we get, we're like trees. We are majestic. We are just like red wine. We are just growing into our uniqueness, you know. And let others take it or leave it, I don't care. But I am having the time of my life learning and growing into being me, you know. So, let us remind the rest, whether they want to hear or not, that to be human is not to conform, but to create. Love you lots. Is it from Zetster's Lab? And if I can, you can. And life is for the living. So goodness, let's just start to live and enjoy this day, this moment. Now all our needs are met. Love you.